All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, His only begotten Son, called mlaw, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. All right, Debarns, to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, root and teach well, Wabarakathum, to the hopeful elect. All right, to take through the spirit, I want to do a real quick video, entitled Martial Law. Right, so we're approaching that time to where they're going to go ahead and start coming down, harshly on people who are coming against these laws and legislations they're going to be pushing out, because they're getting ready to try and force everybody to take the MOTB, which is the Revelation 13 and 16. That's going to fix these people that are having all this civil unrest we're seeing happening via because people support Iran, or via because of this migration situation, or via because ICE, all this stuff that's going on. You have plague still out there. The way they're going to fix all these issues is by them mandating the MOTB, which is the Revelation 13 and 16, right? Forcing everybody to put that device inside of them. You see? And that's been a thing that's been spoken about a lot. Digital ID, having basically having everybody's information, be digital, be merged with AI, right? But it says this is what's lately been spoken about a lot. Minneapolis shooting, border patrol fatality, shoots Alex. Let me see what his name is. The person got shot, Alex Preddy, right? Got shot by an ICE agent. Okay. And then I saw one thing that was saying that if a ICE agent is masked, then people can defend themselves, which I'm not sure how legit that was. But at the end of the day, people are roused up from this. Then you have this as well. It says Iran protests. This is Time magazine, by the way. Iran protest death tolls could top 30,000, according to local health officials. They got them over here protesting here. I happen to recently be driving to my one of my plantations. And then guess what? I was going on the highway and it was kind of some traffic, but it was because they were protesting for Iran. So that's this. I remember last year this was going on real heavy, but they're back doing it again because of death tolls that the little hats are doing over there. But all these things are going to lead to them mandating that martial law, forcing everybody to subjection. And the only way for the basic solution from it is going to be the MOTB, the Revelation 13 to 16, which that's the way we're heading toward. That's going to fix people that are not identified. That's going to give you identification. Once you put that device in you, it's going to have all your records. They're going to be able to track you. They're going to know who you are, so on and so forth. That's what they want to do. Make it to where, and that's what they're doing in across the world, putting people's ID and everything digitally, and that's like the beginning step. But the next step is going to be the MOTB. But the point is, these are going to lead to the martial law, which is really kind of already in a small scale happening. National Guard is being sent because of these protests and so on and so forth. You see? And it was using troops for the migration situation as well. So, hey, this is very close. It can happen at any moment. You see, I'm gonna get a couple of precepts to prove it. But yeah, it's only gonna get worse from here. It's 2 Ezra 15. And I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And as the resources get more tight, as this war ramps up more, shutdowns, you see, which is not, it's not like we're in a shutdown right now, but we're approaching it, just like they did with the C-19 It's so much stuff going on that they could easily, we're one sleeper cell attack or one major event from them shutting everything down. Because it's getting chaotic out here. You see? So people are starting to not be able to afford the lifestyle they were once living. And people are, catching hell. And as this war gets closer, and as it gets more chaotic out here, we're going to see it increase. It's verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So as resources get tight, as war starts to get closer, they start forcing people to not be able to go in certain places. They shutting everything down, which we're getting close to it. People are going to resort to that lawless nature because people don't have no type of morale. They don't have the Holy Spirit to govern them and guide them, to have sanity in that time. So they're going to be going straight nuts. They're going to go straight insane whenever they lose their resources and start, going to the acts of murder, cannibalism, stealing, all that. That's lawless stuff that people are going to resort to as stuff gets tight out here. You see, verse 17 says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." And we're approaching that time. You see, we're going to shut this thing down. Troops, and those little articles I brought up are just baby steps because there's still plagues that are affecting many people. People are getting plagued with different things these past current years. There's a lot of anti, Islamic, terrorist activity going on, which could lead to persecution. There's this war happening. People that are from these countries that are at war, that are protesting. So as these things ramp up, we can expect to see martial law very soon. That's the point I wanted to go into, Lord willing. Just gave a little exhortation to edify. I like to end it all by saying, "Call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, the Barnes City Apostle Elders, Great Millstone, Root Teach Well."